Okay, welcome back. This is a very long recording session, which is going to be convenient because it's one of the few times I've actually had peace and quiet. And by peace and quiet, I mean I've had 2 phone calls interrupt me. By this house's standards, that's quiet. Okay, so if I recall, we are going after Sousa. So we need to initially move there. I actually think we can take it out very, very soon. I am going to wait until I get my spy into such a place that I can see the insides of the place, because that makes it a lot easier. That really makes it very easy, in fact. The big downside to... well, there are 2 big downsides to artillery. Well, 3, actually. They've got a setup to fire, their vision is awful, and their physical strength is very weak, so if they get hit in direct combat, they're in trouble. That makes them probably sound like a really rubbish unit, but they are very good. They are... You could, in theory, siege a place with crossbows, but I wouldn't recommend it, because crossbows are very weak, especially at this stage of the game. We're now at the stage of the game where the crossbow's practicality of shooting 2 tiles is irrelevant, because they are so weak. Like I said, they have, up to the Renaissance era, been possibly the most useful military unit in the game. But as soon as you get to muskets, and in particular rifles, they just become pointless. There is really no way you can use them, unless you happen to be the Chinese, in which case their crossbows are arguably still useful. Because the one tragic thing, the thing I love most about the English Empire in this game, is the fact that they have longbows as their unique unit. Not the unique land unit, they have a unique ship as well, it's not so good. But it's the same as a crossbow, but with 1 extra range. So you do end up with the situation where you're having 2 ranged Gatling guns, but they're still not that good. And I'm having a lot of voice cracks, I probably need a drink. That cannon came and pillaged that salt. Good for him. What I do want to do, while I remember, actually, is I'm going to go to show queue, and I'm going to add to queue some happiness buildings. If I have any in any of these places. Happiness building somewhere. I know the National Epic will give me 1 happiness, but that's not what I'm looking for. Has any place not built a happiness building? We could be in the unfortunate situation where I can't build a happiness building because nowhere hasn't built one. This is in the process of building one. Whew, I'm in a bit of a sticky situation when it comes to getting out of the happiness issues. Holy crapalones. Okay, basically, I need to get stadiums as quickly as possible, which is under refrigeration, which you do need electricity for, but I'm tempted to go for refrigeration instead of radio. But the problem with refrigeration, you need biology first as well. No, I still think it's probably better to go to radio and then to refrigeration. Actually, I don't think we need to wait. This city is so weak that I don't think we have to wait for a spy. I'm not even going to bother waiting for it. I'm going to go and take it somewhere else. I'm going to take it to Sparta as a diplomat. Okay. Yeah, there's really no need for me to wait. I'm going to automate a couple of workers soon, I think, just so they cover the gaps I miss. I don't want to do that, I want to do this instead. Oh wow! Yeah, I forgot, because my empire's unhappy, I get a big penalty to my military. It's not a big disaster right now, it's just unfortunate. I will do this though, just to take that out. There was no enormously important need to do that, but I would rather take it out than not take it out, obviously. Move that to there, move that to here so it'll sponge an attack, hopefully. Move that there. Move that to there, maybe it'll attack that artillery instead and give me some experience. We're actually in a bizarre situation where this city is so weak, I'm actually hoping it will attack my artillery. Because that way I can get experience, basically, for not doing anything. And I am curious as to who Greece is attacking. Is Greece at war with anybody right now? It is at war with Persia. So that might be why. Yes, I know I am very brave. My laptop is also very hot. Right, let's see if we can get you to declare war on Burik because you're so far. Oh wow, really? Is it because he's already plotting on somebody? Is it because he's already plotting on me by any chance? Is that it? Okay, he'll declare war on Monty for basically nothing. That is ridiculous. Is it possible that he's trying to defend his city from him, from the Aztecs? Oh wow, Tenochtitlan is getting its butt handed to it. I'm kind of hoping somebody takes that capital. Oh wow, he'll give me the two cities already. I am fine with this. And he's still friendly. Oh, I got a great piece of art from there. Creating a puppet is going to cause me problems. I've got a great engineer. Yeah, that's a problem. Let me have a look at the city first. It's actually a potentially reasonably good city. Problem is, it's going to cause me a big headache. I'm going to puppet it and then try and deal with my situation really quickly. Now, I could get two pieces of art, but the reason I'm going to liberate it is because I won't have a penalty for warmongering anymore. It also means that somebody else can become a war target, so that I can try and get people to attack each other like crazy, is the plan. No, you can still build that. Unfortunately, caravans can't provide happiness. Now, the problem with being this unhappy, I'm going to explain by just reading this little bit of text. Because unhappiness has reached 10, the Empire is in unrest. Uprisings may occur with rebel units appearing in your territory. This will occur every few turns until you correct the situation. Basically, our Empire is so unhappy that they're going to occasionally revolt. And I don't believe anybody can help with that. Now, this guy will basically suck my dick, is the colloquial way of saying it. But because I've recalled him to life, he will basically do anything I tell him to, within reason. That does not mean I'm going to abuse it, because I actually want him to be my friend. But I am going to help him a bit. Because he's going to start off life with absolutely nothing again. And he's going to be so far behind on tech. Now you may ask me, why did he do that if you want to perhaps win culturally? Well, look. Look at the culture. He's barely got any. And yes, it may technically be falling right this second right now, but next turn it'll rocket straight back up. It's not going to be difficult for me to get him nailed down on culture. I'm actually rising against everybody now, strongly except Greece. So we might end up just crushing Greece and winning the game culturally. Now I'm going to have you automate. I want a couple automated just in case. Now I could just hit this hammer and hurry production and then everything will be peachy, but I don't want to do that. What I'm going to do instead is increase my productivity of Braga by improving one of these tiles. So I'm going to put it here. I can give myself another 3 hammers, like so, for free without doing anything. I find it quite funny, by the way, that Persia's new capital is on Onondaga because that's Hiawatha's original capital. That's quite funny. So I'm going to have a couple on auto because it will cover things I accidentally forget. Now what I am going to have to do is send a couple of these Gatling guns back, just in case barbarian or rising units start causing problems. Because they can very frequently cause problems, and I really don't want to have to deal with them. I'm going to leave my units here because I'm going to get attacked. I'm probably going to get attacked here by anybody except Greece. Greece will attack me up here by not Argos, over here, sorry, by Athens. And I do have a few units there to... Oh wow, he has rifling. I'm glad I noticed that immediately as soon as it happened, because I don't have rifling. So I'm going to have to be very careful. He doesn't really... Oh, he does like me still, bizarrely. Yes, I know I declared war on my friend, but I really had no option. His target was too easy. Yeah, I've definitely got enough to repel the Greeks if they happen to attack me, but I don't think they will. But now that I see that they've got rifles, I have to deal with them much more gingerly, and I am going to make them attack the Aztecs. Mainly because it were cheap as chips. That's all I had to do. Because that will hopefully distract him from attacking me. Unfortunately, my happiness situation does dictate that I really, really, really have to go through refrigeration. I have no option. I really don't want to, but I have no option in that department. It actually might be worth trying to befriend a city-state. And nobody's friends with Manila, so it actually might be worth doing this. I'm going to do that, then send my cargo ship there. Is there anything else they want? Oh, I'm winning on culture, that'll give me a helpful bonus too. Okay. And Grand River's not a very good city, which is why I was very happy to give Hiawatha it and no penalty. Yes, you will notice, by the way, on the right-hand side where the scores are, that there's nothing there, basically. Then don't offer me, you muppet. Yeah, basically we're now in the situation where I don't think Darius is going to be a huge problem for us anymore. We took his capital. His capital had an absolute boatload of wonders in it. The only other person that can really cause us any issues still is probably Greece, because they might have diplomatic victory in their sights. But as long as I keep tabs on that, there won't be an issue. Get a zoo in. So I've got to do something to try and get this happiness situation under control. I can now build Circus Maximus, so I'm going to try and crack on with that. Actually, while we're in such unhappiness, I can actually manage all these cities to have higher production and lower food, so I will do that in a minute, next turn. Be braced for a very long turn. Okay, this really doesn't need to do anything, so I'm just going to put it on Explore. Right, time for a really long turn. Let's start with our capital and move around. Our food is at +0? Or it thinks it's at +0? Yeah, okay, I get it. Yeah, so we've got 16 base food to work with here that we're not actually getting any benefit from right now. What else is just solely food? I don't think anything else is. Now, I would be losing food if I do that. So, I am going to put 2 in the factory. And blah 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 blah. Do we want an artist or a writer? Probably an artist, so we'll put 1 in there. How much food do we have to work with? We have 14. No, no, no. That will be too low. Okay. Yes, yes. Yes. That's entirely better than doing what the other one was. Can I do this? No, I can't. Okay. Alright, we've got 3 unemployed citizens to work with. So we're not actually building anything of note, so we're going to go for a museums guild people. Take that off there and put 2 in the university. No, don't sell the university. 2 in the university. We'll nail that in. How much food do we have to work with? We have 9, so we don't need that. We don't need that. We do need that. Okay. Okay, I think that's the best option for those. Now for the great people. What are we already producing here? A great merchant. I don't really usually focus on merchants, but I will try and get 1. Coimbra has 7 base food extra. Actually, there's not a lot I can do with this, because this already is trying to go for scientists. So okay, we'll deal with that as is. Funchal has, wow, a whole 15 base. That is ridiculous. 2, 4, 6. I can do that, and it's still not got a pub. So we've got 5 unemployed people to work with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lock that in. How many people? Only got 3 base here, so that's not too bad. I'm actually going to leave that precisely as is. Liara, we've got 7 base that we don't need, so we can get rid of that immediately and put it into the public school. Like so. Does that work? Do we still have an excess? We do. We have an excess of 4. So we can get rid of that and also put that in the university. Excellent. Okay. 4 base. I apologise, by the way, if this is not gripping footage, but it does need doing. If you're going to play a game where you micromanage, sometimes this needs to happen. How much base have we got? 2. I think we're okay here as it happens. Albeit I might do that. And then we're back to Lisbon. Okay, that was not the most gripping of viewing. I'll be the first person to admit that. But it needed doing. Can you see how much more science we're producing than before? Absolutely tons. I actually forgot that temples provide happiness for us in certain places, so I'm going to definitely start building temples. The problem is that they cost 2 gold per turn to maintain, and I have no use for the faith, so it's a bit bleh. I'm gonna fart. Oop, the farm's already there. What? What? Oh, the train port. Sorry, I had an absolute brain fart then. Well, that's not a farm. Yeah, you're right, it's not a farm, because I'm trying to build a farm. So I'm going to have a few of my workers on automate, just in case I missed obvious things. Also, our empire's getting really big. Really big! It's getting a really, really large size, so I want to try and focus on the bigger priorities. Yep, own bonuses are good because you get more culture, more tourism. Yep, continue with that, please. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, we have a research agreement completed with Monty. Oh, that's excellent. I suppose we'll end this for here now, though. I apologise at the end of this video has not exactly been thrilling, but it needed doing, and hopefully it only really needed doing once for a while. So, touch wood, we won't have to do it again. But if you like the video, please let me know by liking it and commenting, and if you want to subscribe to me, you can do so. Talk to you all later.